Hello, hi. This is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you, my friends. Hi, how is everyone? Listen, I wasn't planning on doing a reading today. I was actually planning on taking a break, as I often do from the energies, so that I can get back into my own energies. But this was urgent, so I was really feeling it and actually stopped what I was doing to bring you this message. It's for Lightworkers and Starseeds, but also to anyone else who feels called to listen to these messages, who was drawn to the thumbnail, who is, for whatever reason, you are here. So this is your message and you're meant to hear it. You don't have to identify as a Lightworker, Starseed, Earth Warrior, whatever, you're here. And that means most likely that this is going to resonate with you and this is something that you need to hear. Okay, my friends, it's also about the state of the world, apparently. So what I was given in the written channeling, and the energies are coming through forcefully in a way, but not in a not good way. It's strong energies. It's strong feminine energies also. I was, the voice of the ages is what I'm being given. And also I'm going to be channeling a lot, just so you know. So if I'm speaking in different pitch voices, or if I'm, especially when I say we and stuff like that, that's the channeling, just so we're clear. And if you've never watched this channel, that's how this kind of works. So there is a cleanup happening, is what they're saying, and you are all part of it. Energetically, physically, emotionally, and mentally. This can lead to more confusion, chaos at first, much like a homeopathic remedy. That was the incense, it's very strong. It might be worse as the symptoms flare up to then get to the root of the actual problem. So stuff is being cleared out first. The symptoms are flaring up, so we're becoming aware of them so that we can transform them into something else. And you're here, you're part of this, and this message is strong when it comes to that. You have a mission, you have a purpose, and this is almost serving like as a reminder of this. To others of you, this is true confirmation. You're not alone. There are many of us Lightworkers here. There are many that fight for a cause to help heal this earth, to bring back more feminine power onto this planet. It's like a flower that is finally starting to bloom again, when before they try to cut it, without it even getting the chance to becoming that flower, is the image that they're giving me, okay? But now there's no more cutting of that flower. There's so much more protection around it by your spirit guides, by your angels. It's quite something. We love you very much, and you need to have faith. This is all about having faith, having trust in the process. This is the end of the written channeling, but again, I could have written way further because the message was coming and is still coming in very strong. I'm highly activated, my third eye, my heart, and my crown. They're very, very activated. So this is also something that may be happening to you after a period of grounding yourself. So that means the lower chakras, the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus, right? And they're all meeting at the heart. Like all of these chakras, there's something happening there in these realms. And right now, there seems to be heightened activity in the heart, in the throat, in the third eye, and in the, I can definitely feel the throat, and in the crown chakra, because the throat, again, being prevented from speaking up, being prevented from feeling sensitive, that, highly sensitive people, that this is actually okay, you're perfect the way you are. Matter of fact, the world needs you the way you are, and a lot of the times this is misunderstood or even put down because it poses an actual threat to the ones that want to prevent the truth from coming out, that want to, and this is, reflected in family systems that you were born into, but this is also very much reflected right now on the outside. But to understand the full system, you need to work through the process, which a lot of you that are watching this have already done. And you have already seen it, you've already transformed it within yourself, hence you're crystal clear on what is happening on the outside right now on these processes. And there's an inclination to step forward and speak your truth. Haha, that feather just flew off the table. Sorry. All right, let's see what we're getting from the tarot cards. Please only take this if this resonates, right? If you're not ready to step forward, although they're saying it, and although this is coming through strong, please use your own discernment when it comes to that. Hang on, let me just put the incense out. It's too much right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see what wants to come out for our Lightworkers and Starseeds. Yes, of course. This one, yes. Absolutely. No. Yeah, the Tower. This is what they were talking about. The interesting thing about the Tower, though, is, and this is what I feel a lot of your position is here, is this one, because the squirrel isn't necessarily scared by the lightning that is happening, because it fully understands that it's not just that, there's a lot of transformation. It is aware of the changes, however. You must be aware of the changes, and you do understand of you do have an understanding of why they're happening and why, this needs to happen, why the world needs to be shaken up right now. Like, this is important, and it has to do also with the earth and with her ability to heal herself. I feel you have a very strong connection to Mother Earth. And I'm also getting she is protecting hers. Absolutely, you will be safe, you will be taken care of. But there are lots of lessons to learn for the external world right now. Possibly also some of your own, but again, I'm feeling you're very far evolved and you're very far along this process here. And I'm not saying this as an egotistical kind of a thing, because this one thing isn't better than the other. It's a learning experience. And some beings, some people, or some souls, I should say, come here to experience certain things. You came here to experience this path of a light worker, of a light seer, of a earth warrior, however you identify or don't identify. You're here, so this is the position that we're talking about. But others come here to experience a more darker experience, to evolve in this way. Because this then helps them as they grow and evolve to understand more darker entities, more darker, the darker aspects of ourselves. Because ultimately, it's all ourselves. Ultimately, is revolving around oneness and finding love within each respective situation, within each respective person. Hello, how are you? Hello, welcome to our reading. Aw, sweetheart. So yeah, animals may be playing a great role as well, because they do understand, and they do see, by the way, too. If you have a cat or a dog, because they do know, right? If you look it up on YouTube, for example, there's a bunch of videos where, for example, cats are looking for their dog friend and that had just recently passed away, and they're communicating because they do see, they are aware. And this is what I'm getting for a lot of you as well. You do have that potential to tap yourself into those energies, to communicate with the other side, to help yourself throughout anything, and to cultivate that faith. And many of you have already been doing this, and you have been faced with challenges that have ultimately allowed you to cultivate that faith. Because how else, sometimes if you don't grow up particularly spiritual or religious, or in that type of an environment, how else would you get to that point that you start to believe, that you start to have faith? It's through those challenging experiences. Some of you may have had spiritual experiences, like high-level spiritual experiences that made you aware of the true workings of this world. And mind you, I know that there's lots of realities, lots of gateways, lots of different portals, lots of different ways to see this world and to perceive it. And again, none of them are wrong. It's like if you would tell a dog to stop seeing in black and white and to tell him there's colors. Well, okay, to the dog, there's black and white, and it could equally tell you to start seeing in black and white because there's no colors, right? So which one is the right perspective? It's all a matter of experiencing things in a different way. No? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. This is what's underneath, and this is what I feel is underground, happening underground. That's the faith. That's the celebration that is happening that you can tap into, by the way, even if the world is falling apart. And I'm not, maybe not necessarily suggesting to celebrate if there are, bad things happening in the world, but there's the higher view of things where you do understand. For example, if you tap yourself into those energies, and it's good to be aware of them, but not the trick is not to be pulled down by those and to engage so much that you lower your own vibration, because what good are you then to the energies? What good are you then to the vibration of the world? And I feel a lot of you here have already noticed this, have already come to the conclusion on your own that it's best to stay in your own vibration, to hold that high level vibration, to dance, to celebrate your existence, to then help others follow that trail. Because you do leave your energetic imprint, you do leave your energetic mark here, absolutely. And to celebrate, again, yourself, your own change, your own transformation, and you know where this is leading. Yes, to give compassion, to send out a prayer to this world. Yes, be compassionate, but not to the point where you're being pulled into these energies. All right, where you're just like, there's a super duper example in one of the Byron Katie videos, I think it was, where a woman is worrying about the polar bears, so much so that she's actually ruining her own life experience because she's so much with the polar bears, although she hasn't even been there and visited them and seen them, but she's so preoccupied with the worry of them that she's not living her life, that she's not, in her energies where she could serve the situation in a different way too. And I believe, again, a lot of you have come to the conclusion on your own that that's exactly the case, and to shine your light, to stand in your authenticity. And there's, again, that thing coming up of speaking your truth too, letting others know. I'm going to actually pull that down. And the reason I have 3 candles is because I was feeling, we need light. We need to spread our light. What else, please, Spirit? What else do you want them to know, or us to know, rather? Need to drink something? This is not going to have an extended, by the way. This is purely free YouTube version. What else, please? This one? This one, no. To those of you that don't know, even though cards may be popping out and falling out, I always ask this one, no. Yes, no. We need another one over there with these, no. Okay, I feel we're going to switch to the Dreamy Moons Oracle soon, but let me reveal this card here first. Oh, wow. King of Cups. Yeah, you're meditating. If that's not what you're doing, maybe you're doing some sort of meditative exercise. Drawing can be very meditative, or walking. We can be very present to do this. King of Cups is very much denoting high intuitiveness, and he's radiating from his heart, right? Very compassionate person that you're showing up here as, possibly highly sensitive again, and radiating that heart light out onto the world. Again, despite of what, and this is what they're giving me now, is this is an illusion of sorts. A parallel reality, if you will, a parallel timeline. And you know how they were saying, the timelines have already split, and this is coming back to the rainbow prophecy, I believe it's called, where, it's been predicted in ancient times already that you have one timeline, and then the timeline all of a sudden split into 2 timelines. I have to tilt it like this. And you're already on the other trajectory. There's still time for whoever else wants to switch still, but it's going to go apart so far eventually that the switch will no longer be possible, if that makes any sense. And to stay in your vibration, it doesn't mean you're switching back. There's not a chance that you're going to switch back with the vibration that I'm seeing here. I'm just saying, hold your vibration here. Hold your vibration. Hold your joy. Hold even the shadow work. Yes, keep transforming what needs to be transformed, what wants to be transformed here. But do stay in your energies. Do not try to go out and convince people, right? And again, please only take it if it resonates. If you feel you need to do this, then there's something to work through about this. Definitely. Okay. So please only take it if it resonates. This is the most important thing. Stay in your intuition. Go with your own feelings, because your path is your path. Much like their path is their path. That's the way it is. Sometimes we have certain destinies for a certain lifetime that we're meant to fulfill. And we're gonna fulfill these, or these events are gonna happen. And it's, again, you must have learned through your own challenging events to stay in your vibration, to hold it, and to, have tools available to you to stay there. Again, the throat chakra is what I'm getting here. And I'm going to use the selenite here to put it on my throat right now to help that. If this is you and you have trouble speaking out, have a look into that. Journaling can really help when it comes to that. Why aren't you speaking out? What is holding you back here? Could be some of the questions. And then to breathe. Breathing also really, really helps. I'm in the midst of preparing a beautiful workshop for you guys, and I'll announce it once it's a little bit further along. It may be, I don't want to put it like a timestamp on it. I don't want to put any pressure on myself because it's going so nicely and smoothly, but there could be something in there for you to help you with this. Vibration of voice is super, super important, is what they're giving me now. So start to sing. Yeah, the singing, absolutely. Some of you are singing, and the singing is going to free you. That with the selenite, like on your throat, if you have some, put that on your throat and sing. It's going to enhance and start to free. I'm getting this wavery kind of a feeling through your throat chakra to help you heal here, to help you free. Free, I want to sing. Oh my God, yeah, but I don't want to sing right now, but but really I feel like I really should. Okay, so that's the helpful advice here, hopefully helpful to you. And we're going to continue with the Dreamy Moon's Oracle cards. Let's see whatever else wants to come out for you. What else for my light workers, for the starseeds, for the one that are here and watching? Yes. 5 of crystals. Yeah. Winning the battle but losing the war is what this card is all about. Someone has, won some sort of a battle, but what was the price? This could have been you, or this could have been another person, right? What was the price of it? It's also has to do with this tower moment over here, so this could also be the state of the world, right? Taking something from Mother Earth, but what is the price? What good does it do? I'm reminded of the Native American, I don't know where this comes from, but it's like you can't eat the gold, but you can eat the corn, right? That's why also Mayan and Incas, this was their gold, the corn. And they had gods and goddesses for the corn, to pray and to give something back to the earth. They lived with the earth rather than exploiting and taking and not giving anything back. I'm being reminded of all the pesticides and the monocultures that are happening, and how we can choose to opt out of this by no longer buying the products if we're aware of it, and maybe starting to have a little garden yourself, or even just one plant, a tomato plant or something like that, that will grow, or even herbs, right, in your home, to get more in touch here. And this could also be a confirmation for you if that's what you have already been doing. Because the plants speak, the animals speak, the tree kingdom, they all speak, the stones, if you're listening, anything speaks, the crystals, they speak, they help. They're here to find and tap more into that connection. If you're feeling like helpless, in case you are, not necessarily feeling that so much for the majority here of you, but if you're feeling helpless, to tap into that energy, because you really aren't alone. There's so much that is surrounding you. There's so much more that is going on that we are not aware of currently, because the picture is so much bigger. This is not just about the earth. This goes way beyond even this universe, what is happening here right now. Yeah. Yes, way beyond what we can see with the moon card. Yeah, and see these towers here? We have the two towers here, and you're just walking through because you're aware, and you must have been stripped bare of a couple of things here, definitely, and you're walking like your most free walk right now. It's walking out of a prison is what I'm being given, but you no longer want, you know how when you come out of prison and you know, in the movies when they pass you your things that you have been taken away from because they're your personal items, and you didn't want these personal items because they mean nothing to you anymore. That is done. That chapter of your life is done. So you're walking through here. Proud is not necessarily the right word. With lots of grace, with your head held high. You know who you are. You know who you have become. You know what you have let go of. You can really be proud of yourself. That's it. You can really be proud of yourself for what you've accomplished, for the way that you've walked already. There is more to be discovered, right? As the journey of consciousness just will unfold like that. So you will become aware of even more things about yourself, about this world, about who you can connect to, how you can connect to them or it or them. All right. Of course, we're going to work with Lightworkers Oracle. That was pretty clear, actually. That was going to come in by Elena Fairchild. Imagine the transformation that woman must have gone through to be able to create such wonderful decks. Like, that's quite amazing. You have to be in a certain state to be able to do this. Lots of wisdom, lots of power also, really lots of power. And many times the subject of power can be connotated, negatively in our minds or, stored negatively in our body, because power can be abused, of course, which is why you have learned responsibility. Like that power. And this is the awesome thing about it, right? The moment you're getting in touch with your shadow and you're starting to transmute them, that's power. That's also in self-defense classes or in, anything martial arts. You learn to be powerful. You train yourself to be a beast, to really be forceful and to know how to do this, to defend yourself if you must. But you also learn how to control that power. And this is exactly what I'm feeling here for you. You have learned to control, you've been given tremendous power, but you've also learned how to control this power right alongside with the lessons that you were given, Maybe even because the topic of being proud came up, and then there was one lesson, right? And then you learned how to be more humble. And we all have those humbling lessons in life, we do. And they're kind of tough to swallow because you realize, oh, wow, yeah, I can do better here. And to admit that to yourself and to be wanting to do better, like that's amazing. But to also acknowledge that the shadow is nothing bad, that power is nothing bad, that money is nothing bad. These types of things, those beliefs, those feelings we have about certain things. Why are they here? Are they still true for you? Again, the sussing out between what is really yours, like what's authentically yours. And it's a good idea to do this on a relatively regular basis, let's say every half a year or something like that, or more often, however you feel you need to do this, to see where you stand, like what's still true for you. And it's funny because sometimes we think we're really good people, right? And then something happens and we're being completely humbled, or, the ground is ripped from underneath us and you realize, wow, I do have the shadow side too, like massive, massive shadow. And then you can tap into this and play this out for a while. And then you may even tap into that a little bit too much. And you're like, wow, I don't like that about myself at all. This is crazy. And then you think you are that maybe. And then you transform that too. And then you become okay with it. And then that very shadow that actually used to unconsciously bug you is no longer bugging you, but is really becoming your friend. And every time it pops up, you can, embrace it mentally or embrace yourself, like hug yourself physically. This really helps, or your heart, and send it love, like very consciously, and be like, I love you. I love the way you are. You're very welcome in my body. You're very welcome in my mind. Watch the transformation happening within you and watch you come back to that very good person, but this time with a lot of power. This time with a lot of power. All right, let's see what we have from the Lightworkers Oracle for you. Thank you. This one, no. It's the power. Power, but that's not for you or for us. This one, yes. Still, how crazy is that? 2 cards with power. The first ray of power is what this is. Yeah, definitely connecting to your higher self. I'm getting strong throat, so some of you do have a bit of a blocked throat here. And really the encouragement is to use some selenite, or if you don't have it, just use your hand, your fingertips, whatever feels good to you, or you pick a crystal that you like, or even a rock. A rock can help you. Just ask it if it wants to assist you with your throat chakra, if that's you that we're talking about here. This resonates. And, you know, you can use basically anything from nature that agrees to help you here. And I've actually never heard anything say no, except for, you know, when I asked if I could bring it home and it was a no. That's different. But anytime I asked if they would help, they always would help. First ray of power. I'm now also getting like the upper back. I think it's called the small of my back, starting to tense up a bit. So this is in line like with the heart chakra because it expands to the front and the back, like all the chakras do. Breathing, stretching. There's something, you know, jumping up and down to release this energy. Some of you need to hear this. The first ray of power, and there's the cosmos. See this? There's the cosmos. There's the planets. You're your own sun. You could also see it as they're revolving around you. Interesting. The first ray of power is energy of conscious destruction. Very much in line. It can be used in a healthy way to eliminate the past and allow for a fresh start. Exactly. The first ray also carries the frequency of leadership. This is speaking to you, to us. It can assist you to stand in the truth of your light so others can find their way by it. Exactly, with the timelines, remember? So others can still, you know, make their jump too. You lead. You are the example here. It helps to strengthen your willpower so you can accomplish any task you choose. The Ascended Master, El Moria, brings you his particular blessing and encourages you to believe in your own strength and take the initiative on what matters most to you precisely. If you're confused about which path to take or whether to continue a certain relationship, course of action, or lifestyle choice, the first ray of power will clarify matters for you. When it moves through our lives, whatever is holding us back will be removed, either through circumstances seemingly beyond our own control or by our own actions based on a sudden inner knowing. Exactly, which you can very much gain through meditation, or such as happened to me today. It was just like, I need to do this now, and this hasn't happened to me with the Archangel Michael Rainbow meditation. It was the same kind of energies. It's like, now. Now, it needs to happen now. And I like it because this is a strong form of communication, and I enjoyed it. If I didn't want to do it, I wouldn't do it, but I like this strong form of communication. I know that it's important in some form or way, and someone does need to hear it, and, you know, I enjoy bringing the messages. I enjoy being the being that the energies run through in that instance. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it, so it's not a sense of, or someone needs to hear this, I believe. It's not, you won't be punished if you're not doing the things that Spirit is asking from you. Not if we're talking about love and light. This is, you can always opt out. It's not a must. Somehow they want me to bring that example. I enjoy doing this when I hear messages as strong as this, because I know it's going to come through strong, and I like the energies that are running through me, and I like that you guys can hear the messages and can receive them in such a way. And so we're here, right? But you can opt out if you want to. It's not a must, okay? Okay. Where were we? Confused? Yeah. Will clarify matters for you. When it moves through our lives, whatever is holding us back will be removed, either through circumstances seemingly beyond our own control or by our own actions based on a sudden inner knowing. When the first ray of power is indicated, the long-term plan that was once important to you may suddenly seem as though it needs to change or even be released altogether. Or you may suddenly get the motivation to go for something you have been dreaming for a long time. Once this ray affects your life, your understanding of what is helpful and what is not can change overnight. The changes will feel very true, freeing, and helpful, exactly. Those people, dreams, and opportunities that remain in your life afterwards have survived the onslaught of divine will. This means that the universe is confirming that they are meant to be part of your journey at this time. The first ray of power that relates to matters of leadership and politics. Be open as to how your spiritual journey might be helpful in the world of politics, whether that be through aligning yourself with a cause that resonates deeply in your heart, or through bringing a more open and discerning viewpoint into the often deceptive world of politics. Speaking your truth, here you go, will be very helpful at this time, not only for you, but also for those around you who are willing to hear your voice and make their own choices from a clearer path and place within. Don't be afraid to be heard, exactly. If your life purpose involves either driving a meaningful political cause forward or assuming a position of leadership in some other way, you'll feel the truth of this and be given encouragement from the Ascended Master El Moria to trust yourself as a leader with heart and awareness. And by God, we need those. Finally, when this ray makes its way into your life, it is time to accept the loving gauntlet being thrown down by the universe and take your hands off the controls of your life. Detach and be curious, dear soul. The universe will show you exactly what you need and remove what you do not. If something or someone is no longer part of your life, it will be so that a more beautiful, truthful, satisfying version of what you are surrendering can come into your world. Oh my God, exactly. Dude, this is so awesome. Like when this happens, when this comes together, even after years and decades of struggling, it makes so much sense. It's incredible. And the gratefulness that comes along with this is truly out of this world. Like that will bring you to your knees. That will make you cry so much. It's amazing. Remember, the universe loves you. Exactly. They love you so, so much and wants only the best and most beautiful life experience for you, for all of us, I want to say. I do not want to exclude anyone, not even like another timeline or whatever. They love us incredibly much. This is what unconditional love is really about, something that I'm not entirely sure a human being is really capable of due to the duality. If you're really thinking about it, if you're taking it all the way there to people that do really horrible things, I don't want to get into that right now, but there are things that are very hard to forgive and people that are very hard to love, or entities, however you want to call that, but all that is included. They love all of us very much because ultimately we're one. We really are. Okay, trust it enough to let it happen now. There's an invocation too, that I will be posting over on Patreon. I always asked if I meant to read it or if I meant to post it. I'm going to post it. It's available with a $2 tier if you want to take advantage of that, or if you would like to opt for an extended reading, or for all the extended readings, matter of fact, and the mission pick a card reading over there, and the Rauhnächte that are placed there. It's all available for the $11 tier. So if you would like to give that a shot for a month, and maybe you like it and you would like to stay longer, more long. Okay, I'll be posting that over there. But we're not done with our reading. This one, we're going to continue with the shamanic oracle deck and see whatever else you need to know right now. Okay, let's see. Oh, what a good thing. What a really good thing. Hi, Baba. Hello. How are you? Hello. Oh, baby. Hello, hello. She's visiting us yet again, or he, I should say. Hello, Baba. I'm going to shuffle meanwhile while he makes his entrance here. This one, Oh my God. You have the crops. This is a card of incredible abundance. This one, yes. No. No? No? Yes. Wow. Wow, you have the lower world, or I think that's how it's translated, and the crops. And they go hand in hand. This is exactly what we've been talking about, duality, the blooming and the absolute positivity. But this goes hand in hand with the lower world, knowing yourself, know thyself. Know thyself. I'm also getting the sense of devas, which is exactly that. Although they know, the playfulness of them, the mischievousness, but in a positive kind of a sense, they're playing. Although they know that, the corn is gonna. Oh, we were talking about the corn, right? Wow, about the actual gold, right? But they're playing regardless of what they know is going on, right? What they're perceiving, because it's like very childlike kind of an energy, and not being willing to go into any negative kind of energies. But they can be mischievous if they want to. Oh my God. I'm being reminded of mushrooms, how they pop up everywhere and they can form circles and they can, be everywhere. And, this kind of an energy, the wild kind of an energy, the free kind of an energy, that's what I'm getting with this. But the card generally stands for a lot of abundance that is coming in, and that is coming from within you, that you found within yourself because you did the shadow work necessary. Because I'm not getting any fear whatsoever. Matter of fact, some of you may actually like going to this place again and have made peace with it. It's even somewhere, again, that you like to go occasionally when you need a break from everything else. How wonderful is that, right? To withdraw and to go to these places and have a look, have a really good look around in your own world, because it gives you the abilities. Not only will your own body feel more comfortable to you, this lifetime will feel more comfortable to you, but also your surroundings. Again, it won't be as scary anymore at all. It's just like, okay, lightning's here. And it's funny how you can condition a child into loving lightning when you're excited about lightning yourself, right? I've experienced this with my own son. It's like because I love lightning. It's just like, wow. And when it's loud, and nature just shows its power through that. And I'm just like, wow, that's amazing. But children often, they're scared, of course, because it's loud. It's all of a sudden. And but my son somehow, of course, he was scared at first, but then he learned through me that it's okay, that it's cool to watch it, that you can, watch the rain come down, watch the thunder and the lightning from the terrace or out the window. And that's how he is no longer at all afraid of the lightning. But this is the force and the power of conditioning, of not just by our parents, but by our surroundings, how we grow up. And you seem to have freed yourself from those specific conditionings here. And that's why you're no longer afraid of it. It's just like, yeah, it's there. I understand. Even when you're sad, this is the beauty of becoming a bit detached from your own, not detached. This is not the right word, because you're still feeling your feelings, right? You have the King of Cups here, you're feeling it. But you're also celebrating in a sense, because you do understand the higher view, meaning whenever something is being ripped from under you, yes, appreciate. There's also something really good and something, I think sulky is the word. No, sulky's not the word. No. When you're, soaking in those feelings, those emotions for a while, also the sadness, also the grief of things, because sometimes grief makes us incredibly present. When you're angry, to tap into that and to, feel this emotion truly, and then it will reveal itself to you, because it's nothing more than messengers. Messengers, what is this really about? What's the root cause of this? And to become aware, and this makes you so rich, so abundant. So have faith, my dear light workers. Have faith that this situation is really happening for the highest good of everyone involved. Have faith. Have faith. No. Okay, last card apparently. Guardian angels. What else? Healthy crops. Healthy crops. Thanks. Guardian angel. Oh my God, yes. So you have trust. Yeah, not that this reading wasn't about anything else but trust and faith, right? And yeah, trust. All unfolds in perfect timing. You are one with divine will. Focus only on love, and all you truly desire will manifest at the most perfect moment. Be patient. I, your guardian angel, am watching over you. Now, this is just beautiful, beautifully laid out. This is good. This is good. Oops. All right, my dear friends. This is your reading. This has been your reading. I hope it was helpful and or insightful to you. Again, if you would like the invocation for the first ray of power, please head on over to Patreon. It's available with the $2 tier. Again, if you would like to book a private reading, healing private reading with me, or a higher guidance coaching call, which is a one-on-one coaching call with me, where you can ask me any questions, and I will ask you questions as well that are tailored to you, so that we can get to the root of your actual problems. The answers are within you. You hold all of this already. It's just a matter of making them seen, of making you aware of your own inner workings. All right? So you can reach out at Universal Power Tarot if you would like to do that. Also in the description box, you'll find anything you need to know about it. My dear friends, thank you so much for being here, for being on the planet, for working your light, for sending out your vibrations. I'm sending you so much love, light, and shadow. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.